Kailangan matatot!
Normally. Fist for the Ember Spirit. It's greedy from V Gaming. And BENZ, they look to punish that greed. Pick up Shadow Fiend with a punch to front and a Shadow Fiend sitting behind and right clicking. Very straightforward. And there is a hook hitting the silencer. They are gonna get the first, but they are gonna get the first kill lanes like a Mars Mirana. I mean, sure, Mars plus Tiny. Eventually, it's gonna go hard potentially, but against the Pudge, you don't have all that much kill potential. And with a hook, that is gonna be Pudge securing himself, kill of his own, and the second toss back onto Crystal Maiden and the Pudge. Sunset still running for his life is gonna be able to survive now in the bottom lane. We got the Metamorphosis proc for the first time in this game. Science would really like to end off of that Lycanthrope, but Lycanthrope was full health and he does have that. Ooh, and from the looks of it, there could even be more kills coming. Pudge goes down, -2, and with a Science rotation it won't just be one. Science he secures himself 4 in total and just really happy with shutting down the Pudge. Over on the bot, we got Lycanthrope trying to commit onto Sunset. Sunset gets an Avalanche trying to TP out but gets stunned, whereas over on top, Zeti, he goes on down and that is a hero you cannot afford to sacrifice. Pudge once again getting his Aghanim delayed, and it may not just be the Pudge, he will be traded for Sunset at the end of the day. Took Lycan quite a while, but with that ultimate. Over on mid, 3-man smoke, Terrorblade gets caught out with the telekinesis, feared, can't sunder against the triple race plus a BKB. SF making sure to press the BKB, because he knows full well against a valuable hero like Terrorblade, that isn't too high of a situation for going for himself. 1 or 2 of those extra pickoffs, just to make absolutely sure that his game is gonna go well again. Nice arena from the Mars, counter arena from the Rubik, but Rubik is just gonna melt. Now the mid tier 1 is probably also going to take quite a bit of damage. Yeah, they commit the Metamorphosis. Make SF gets himself that Aegis. And there's the Tiny with a Blink Avalanche Toss coming in. And the side on his Rubik, once again suffering. Going 0, 2 and 5 is still excellent Rubik stats. Now Pudge gets caught with the global silence, has no mana to defend himself, and a Mars Arena will come out just to make absolutely sure he's dead. +2 for the silencer once more. Tiny will probably die for that, thanks to some excellent catch from the Crystal Maiden. Urek could be the next one, but they don't quite want to risk it for the biscuit. Because BENZ, they got a lead. Presence of the Dark Lord is there. Hook of the mark onto the Ember Spirit. Well, exactly where he was standing before pressing the save fist. Shadow Fiend takes a little damage, but Tiny takes a lot more. Thanks to that Shadow Blade and SF just being SF. Pudge doing his best to frontline off of that Aghanim Scepter with that magical damage and a huge Requiem of Souls. It will be Reynold going down. And with 40 seconds no Reynold, 7k gold lead at 21 minutes. That is 300 gold lead per minute. SF's just gonna get another kill. It's gonna secure the first lane of Rax. And so far so good. Tiny gets broken, but with a hook like that, Silas is a much bigger target, because he's the one who can actually keep the group at bay when they're standing together. Pudge frontlining for the Shadow Fiend makes Shadow Fiend so freaking impervious altogether. And with the Terrorblade hitting down from the high ground, Lycanthrope has to get himself back. Manages to survive against his own Illu for a while longer, but with the silence damage over time, he may even take out. Now the Shadow Fiend goes on down. That is a huge kill. And the Lycanthrope getting himself a double kill, barely not taking out the silencer, means Terrorblade is still now gonna get caught. Now the BKB being ready again. He can win just about any fight unless 3 people nuke him down without him being able to press any buttons. Silencer will get pinned to a tree first and killed off. Yeah, less than 30 seconds remaining on the global silence. Everyone, except for the Terrorblade, just trying to delay the game, just trying to push out more. Whereas TB remains farming. Has an item coming in, let's see what it is. It's gonna be that Hurricane Pike, makes sense, because he needs to keep... And he's bored, hoping that there's somebody coming to make a play for him. But instead the plays are being made on top with the Pudge. Having a BKB, he has to hit this hook. He cannot quite. Terrorblade doing so much damage to Sadie. Sadie ulting up the Ember Spirit, but Ember Spirit has that Flame Guard, making sure the Pudge stays dead. Shadow Fiend goes for a huge Requiem, which barely connects on the Terrorblade. Barely connecting is enough, you can keep it feared up. BKB still up on his F, now finally timed out. Urek running for his life, but SF running right after him with that Silver Edge. Ember Spirit has 2 more remnants remaining, will get himself a quick kill on the Crystal Main, but at what cost? Because Shadow Fiend is just gonna kill him off. Refilling these souls real quick. As well, Ember Spirit remnants back, but straight into a Shadow Fiend, has to jump on top out there with the remnants. Nice switcheroo to at least get the arena out. Shadow Fiend still darn tanky, and he procs the Titanic to make sure one goes on down. With Sunset being dead, now Urek is gonna be the next potential target. Remnants forward into the Rubik, but he is still gonna die for that. Nice spear back onto the SF, but SF is the one who can tank, and Pudge repositions him right back into his team. Only 1 ranged Rex left to go, and it seems like they will get that too. Pudge not quite able to kill the Terrorblade thanks to a good global silence. But only saving your TB in a game that's now mega creeps. Not quite how you were expecting it. Tiny goes on down, and Crystal Maiden with that ultimate forces the GG to be called here. GG, well played indeed. SV Gaming, not quite the game they were hoping for, but it is best of 3 series. So we are gonna find out after just a tight mid-game team fight though.
You may now select your hero.
Also adding a bunch of disarm to the mix, which isn't that effective now with the Monkey King. At least you have 1 person.
The battle begins.
Ooh, and now the fight is gonna kick off with Reynold taking the most of the damage to the face on that Monkey King of his. That will be a first blood going the way of Doom, and that's exactly like they'd have to take this series and then never drop a game in order to maintain their standing and get a shot at making the playoffs. I don't think they're not playing to win here or anything like that. It's just this push aggressive. Mistakes get punished so hard. You constantly have to keep your map awareness on point. Speaking of which though, they do, and Death Prophet gets traded for Tiny. Now they want to make it a +1 kill onto Sunset, but the Earth Spirit is gonna live thanks to that lucky block proccing. Well, it is an 80%. It would. Reynold over on the bottom lane, doing his best to get the Jingle proc on the Doom, but the Boundless doesn't come out in time. That's the Monkey King going down, and that is disastrous because the Monkey King, he's just like the Juggernaut, one of those carries that almost exclusively carries from ahead, in the form of maybe the Nature's Prophet TP or Doom getting the self-named ultimate and utilizing it for a gank. Death Prophet stuck in the tree line for quite a bit actually. Locas will be going down to her nuke damage in exchange though. Yeah, somebody had to tank there, but nobody really wants to tank. Death Prophet for a Lich, still very much Nature's Prophet favorite. If he doesn't go down to Sunset, both of them are forced to verify, and Nature's Prophet didn't get the magic wand of the time. Oh boy. Reynold managing to Mirana gets avalanched, hit with the tree again, but Tiny Walrus punch to the face will kill him off first. Still very low armor, about a few more points in that ultimate. Fun fact about the Dota lore, it is heavily implied, if not confirmed, that Tiny be an impressive kill once again, and you do need to maintain this lead. Pangolier now goes for a Rolling Thunder on the mid lane, just the defensive one as nobody wants to follow him straight into a Tiny. Now a two-man Rolling Thunder, but it will be the Monkey King dying off to the Doom finally with a TP coming out from the Nature's Prophet, and the Doom at low health just dropping that ultimate and running for his life. Sometimes that is the most effective strat you can do. Now Tiny gets caught, but they want the Pangolier. Can they get him? Do they have the damage? Two-man shield crash. Should keep him alive, but not against those earn ticks and the right clicks. Maybe if they can't get a single more right click, but there it is from Tusk finally coming out. Now Nature's Prophet comes in from behind, looking to turn things around once again with an avalanche. But Tiny will fall before he can get the Sprout up onto Urek. Urek still fine on the Tusk. Lich doing his best to help out the Nature's Prophet, but both teams are committing in everyone, as now the Mirana joins the fight a little bit too late, but it will be Mirana at least enabling a kill on the Lich with beautiful arrow. Now Pima runs for his life though and will get killed off by the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, he is starting to hit quite hard after all. And from the looks of it, Pangolier manages to sidestep. Tiny not so lucky, but in comes that Rolling Thunder, and the fight is immediately going to turn around with Lich in an excellent position. Doesn't have the ultimate yet, though he does have a lot of tools to keep Pangolier alive and well to hit Reynold down. Reynold is going to be killed up in exchange for the Lich, but now the Pangolier is going to die as well. Now Tiny gets kept alive with the Rolling Thunder. Now that's a play. Tusk unable to press buttons, double damage rune or not. A last hit comes on out from Satie, and this time around Lucas will go on down. The Exorcism doing so much freaking damage to anyone. Pangolier with the shield crash just zoning them out. They want to camp under the tower till that Exorcism is over. It's not like BENZ can't fight, it's just that BENZ can't fight into the Exorcism, and it's only go at the Nature's Prophet. Death Prophet tossed up, thrown into the Pangolier. Still alive and well, but without mana, it's gonna be hard taking any sort of a fight. Erase, making space for his team to, well, try and shove out one of the side lanes, while also setting up for a push on the mid tier 1 now with the tree. Once again, nice swashbuckle, and a 3-man avalanche into just a 2-man Rolling Thunder, disarm and kill off. Double kill for the Pangolier, killing spree for the Nature's Prophet as well. This is what they have been looking for.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Too hard to just escalate from here. It's starting to look kinda BENZ favorite, not gonna lie. Dota says 25% win rate left, with that Tusk going down now to a Rolling Thunder plus Frost Shield catch. Yeah. Yeah, 25% win rate left for V Gaming may sound about right. I am really hoping this goes to game number 3, but they need to capitalize off of this Monkey King ultimate in order to make it happen. There's the 3-man Lich ultimate just bouncing for the maximum damage. The last one alive is Reynold tanking in his ultimate, but can he really tanking us that much with the Diffu Blade Swashbuckle coming through? Not really. Instead, it will be a Roche ran down with 11k gold lead at 18 minutes into the game. And V Gaming, they did get outplayed during the A stage once, and the other draft just had really weird laning, where everything kind of becomes fun at around 12 to 14 minutes. They will instantly take away that Aegis. Now, can they cut their loss to make sure this is actually worth it, instead of just feed Mirana? Is gonna go down. Nature's Prophet so tanky. Nice roll out from the Earth Spirit, but Tusk is gonna die for that. That for an Aegis could be worse, but it will be worse, as Monkey King will be caught as well. Only dead for 40 seconds. I just don't think BENZ are gonna fall off soon, even if 6,000 of their gold net worth is printed by the Doom. The push is gonna be real now from the Nature's Prophet. Still standing, but what they really want is that juicy Death Prophet behind the tier 1, and with the Exorcism out, Death Prophet dying. Doesn't have a buyback, but even with a buyback, you don't have Exorcism anymore for 2 minutes. It was a level 2 Exorcism. So really a ton of damage that they would have needed. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Top tier 1 is gonna go down.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nice BKB from the Doom, allowing him to not only stay alive, but set up Nature's Prophet to turn around onto 1 and onto 2 with a beautiful Sprout. Mirana still running for her life with that ultimate, but not running for much longer thanks to a Frost Shield and Pangolier being in the right position at the right time. Only a tier 2 tower left at the top and alt. Is split pushing and so is Urek. Urek manages to snowball through a large chunk of the Rolling Thunder. Is still gonna get stunned up once, stunned up twice. Lich comes on in, try and catch Urek. Urek losing so much mana now to that Diffu Blade. Will press the BKB to try and teleport out, but Sadie is in position as well, right clicking, and GG is called. That's a 2-0 in favor of BENZ Gaming. And with that, we are gonna be done for today here at the European Pro League. Thank you all very much for